Alright, what you see here is a Hunter Mariner ceiling fan. I'm showing it with a Marine 2 light kit. It's basically a light kit that they made to pair with the Mariner back in the day. Or you can still buy it today. It's just the glass or the light portion of it kind of hangs a little bit lower. But yeah, I've always wanted to have a Mariner with the Marine 2 light kit. I remember seeing a picture of the Marine 2 light kit in the 2004 Home Depot catalog, and I just always wanted to see one like this in person. First time I saw one like this in person was the one on somebody's porch on the street that I used to live on, but now it's actually closer to where I live now. Still there to this day. It's basically exactly as you see it here with the Hunter pole chains, except it has a different canopy on it. It has the infinity type canopy and such. But yeah, the light and the fan are both from 2004. The fan specifically is from the 21st week of 2004. The light, I think, is from the December of 2004. So yeah, they're both basically the same age. The pole chains are not original to this fan. Later versions of the Hunter Mariner did come with the Hunter logo pole chains, but this one did not come with them. I borrowed these off of a Hunter Oakhurst that I gave to my aunt. So these are the spare pole chains I have from it, since I figured I'd give her something more decorative that would suit her style more. But yeah. I was thinking of doing the white lighthouse pole chains, but I figured since it's a Hunter fan and I have white Hunter pole chains, I might as well make use out of them and such. So yeah. And I gotta say, just seeing it in person, I really love how it looks the light a lot more than I thought I would. Definitely need to get a light for the new bronze one. But by the time you see this, I might probably already have one, hopefully, but who knows. But yeah, the interesting thing about the light kit is it's completely plastic. There's not a metal portion on it except for like the pole chain, and that's it. And some screws that assembles it together. So yeah. It's plastic. But in a way, honestly, I think that's for the better, because if it's was to be installed outdoors, the plastic will definitely hold up over time compared to the metal I feel on the light kit. But yeah, I absolutely just love how this looks on it. And here are the Hunter pole chains. It's honestly something I feel like Hunter should have done in the 90s. I know in the 80s they did sell like attachment pole chains that you can put on their fans, but they weren't like this. But yeah, let me go ahead and turn on the light. And there's the Hunter logo. I'll show it quickly. As you can see, it does work. It is using just one light bulb in it, but it actually seems to give off a good amount of lighting despite it being a low profile type light. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the lighting behind me. That way I can give it an accurate test on the lighting. Honestly, it's really not bad lighting at all, especially if it was to be installed outdoors. This would definitely be more than enough for like a back porch or a front porch at night. I do feel like the light's a bit expensive. This one I didn't buy brand new. I got it from fan collector Aaron Tarska, better known on YouTube as Vinyl Fan. You know, he sadly doesn't have any videos no more on his channel. But yeah, I really am glad that he sold this to me. Cause I didn't mind getting a newer version, but I figured if I could, I might as well try to get the one that looks a little bit older. The biggest difference with this type and the newer one is the glass seems to come down a bit more. It isn't. It's not like so smooth looking like this one. It kind of comes down more and then it rounds out, basically. But it's the same thing. But I figured also if I can get one cheaper, I might as well. So yeah. Without further ado, let me go ahead and start the fan off on low. And it does have the reverse pull chains on it, so I am using the same switch housing. I just have the extension pull on the light pull instead of the fan one. In a way, I do feel like actually, if they were going to make the light kit plastic, that they should have at least done it with like a glossy plastic, not just a matte one. Because you can definitely tell the difference between the glossy parts of the plastic on the fan motor, like where the rings are and such, and the one on the light. It's nothing super noticeable, but kind of like it is and it isn't. But yeah. Like, you know, I absolutely love how this fan looks with this light. It's definitely like a really nice ocean themed looking fan and such. But yeah, it's moving a nice steady breeze on a low speed. The fan itself, I actually got brand new in the box back in 2017 at Savers. Back when I was still working there. It's also the first ceiling fan I ever got from there, so it's definitely a favorite fan I got from there. It might be my favorite one I've gotten in general from there. But yeah, I can see these in like an ocean theme park, SeaWorld, like amusement parks. I know I did see these at amusement parks. I'm in Busch Gardens in Florida. But there was a picture I did of a Pacific one that had just a regular low profile looking light. I thought it was this, but then looking back at the picture, I noticed it wasn't that type of light. It is in the 2011 fan slideshow I did a while back. I know these are pretty popular in Disney World. Both of these light kits, both of this and the Sea Air. I can see these like in a seafood restaurant, like a stores next to a beach. There's just a lot of places I can see these in. Aquariums. See, like for me, like this and the New Bronze one, they kind of have like a different feel to me for them and such. The white one, I can associate more with like a ocean, like saltwater type feel of like outdoors, a beach feel. But the New Bronze one, I kind of associate more with like a lake, rustic feel to it. So like saltwater. So like this is like more like a saltwater themed fan, I feel, and the other one's like more of a freshwater themed one. Like this is like something I could see like at a beach, whereas the other one I can see more at like a lake area and such. I was thinking of finding another one of these and like it's and painting it New Bronze, but I really just don't know how that would turn out. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and show off the light. But no, I just really like how it looks. The motor housing with the light, it's just a really nice combination. Just has like a really nice outdoor look to it. Like some like lamps you see outside. I don't know what it is, but the motor housing just makes me think of like, it's like a building in Sydney, Australia. I forget what it's called, but it's like, it just kind of reminds me of that. Yeah, it's definitely, I'm really glad to have it with the light finally. Now they still sell the light, but they're about like $100, and I wouldn't want to pay that much for a light retail, but I mean, if it was the only way I could find one, then that's one thing, but luckily there are other ways to find them. The new bronze one, however, I feel like if I was to get one, that'd probably be the only way, because considering how uncommon the fan itself is in that finish, because it doesn't sell so well compared to the white one, due to the fact that the white one was actually sold in the Home Depot stores, whereas the new bronze one was more of a special order, online exclusive model. I feel that the new bronze light kit would be even harder to find as well. I'm not too sure, but I have seen some like Sea Airs, the brick ones with those lights, or a light that's similar to it. Yeah, no, I just really like, it's like the all around look to it. All right, now to move it up to medium. Straighten it out a little bit. With the light kind of giving it more of like the fan pull kind of like being, kind of pulling against the light, kind of makes the fan a little bit crooked. Yeah, I've always wanted to get a video of the one on that porch running. I didn't actually see it with the light on, so I do know that the light works on it, so that definitely tells me that the fan's still connected and such. They just never use it, really. Although I've never seen those people sitting outside on that area, so, but they do have like like rocking chairs outside. Could also just be that they just use it when they're sitting outside when I never go by and such. And no, honestly, I wouldn't mind having a second one of these Hunter Mariners. Like if I was to have a dual install, I would definitely do it. Now I obviously would have the other one with a light as well, or maybe one with a light and one without one, depending for like the use of it. Honestly, like if I had like a big enough bathroom, this is definitely a fan I'd consider installing in a bathroom. Like if it was like a master bathroom or something. But no, the fan's absolutely quiet and the light's not making any noise, which is nice. I really do like that the shade to it is plastic. I feel that's useful. Considering how the light itself gets put together, I feel like they definitely went the right call of making the shade to it plastic. That way if it drops, it doesn't get broken. I feel like it might be another reason why they made the light kit completely plastic. That way, it's less of a chance of it getting scratched compared to it being metal. And also if it's like in an outdoor location and see, like, or by an ocean, at least it won't get as rusted, or it won't get rusted and such. And here it is at the light. I know there was a fan collector on YouTube called the Fan Mower Man, who did a video of a 2012-2013 model just like this. And when I saw his video of it, I fell in love with how it looked. And ever since then, I've always wanted to get a Marina to have this light kit on it. Like, I had seen the one in person and such, but just seeing an actual video of one running, it just made me fall in love with it even more. I'm kind of surprised though that like with the Hampton Bay Antigua, for an example, they offered that the brass one without a light, but they also sold the light kit for it in the stores. So I'm surprised they never really did that with this in the stores, as far as I can recall. That was more of like a special order thing. You know, I just love how the light looks on it. Like, you wouldn't even think that technically it is an add-on piece to the fan, like but it was in a sense made specifically for this model. So like it's almost like there's like the Hunter Original, and then they make that Hunter Original Schoolhouse light kit specifically for the Hunter Original. So it's a light kit that's basically made specifically for this fan model. Though you could use it on other fans, but it just looks the best on this one and such. Just kind of the design to it. Alright, now to shut off the light. Alright, and here's high. Straighten it out just a tiny bit. Yeah, I can, like, just looking at it, it makes me think of like being at like a summer, like a summer vacation home and such. And I just really love how this fan looks with the light. Like, I can't express it enough. Something I've really wanted to like put together for a test video for the longest time. It's just I also wanted to wait until I can come across some pull chains for it. Like Hunter wants to see if I actually liked how they looked, or if I wanted to do this lighthouse looking ones. Because I do feel like the lighthouse looking pull chains will look really nice on it, especially with the shape of the motor housing in the light. But I figured since I have Hunter ones that look more appropriate for it and such. Like, this isn't even a fan I'd consider installing like in like a kitchen. It's just with it having a gloss white blaze, I know that wouldn't go too well. But yeah, no, I just really love how this looks, and I'm really glad that I got this at Savers back in the day. I mean, I only got paid for like it was $15, but my discount went down to like $11. So, in a way, I got off of Aaron for $20. I only plus shipping. So, like altogether, I ended up paying like less than $50 for the whole thing, basically, with the fan and light. Well, it's a very good amount of air. It's funny because within this past year, I'd say I've been seeing quite a bit more of these pop up on like Marketplace and such, used or new in the box. Now, I remember when I was looking for one a while back, they were like impossible to find, basically, in terms of like on selling apps like that. Now, they still sell the Mariner to this day in the white finish in the new bronze one. Now, back in the 90s, they sold this fan as well. I don't think they had the Marine 2 white for it at the time. But originally it wasn't a like Home Depot model. It was more of a showroom one. It was like, if I'm not mistaken, it was originally a well, it was a regular model, like a special order type one, and then it became a part of the Prestige lineup, if I'm not mistaken. And they had it in the weather brick finish, and with like wood blades, and then there was some kind of that showed it with green blades, which I'm not sure if that was an actual thing or if it was just an error in like the image or something like that. But yeah, they sold these in the Home Depot stores from the year 2002 up until about 2016, meaning the last year, if I'm not mistaken. Back then, these fans went for about $120, $119. Now, on Home Depot, they're at $189, which is a pretty big increase compared to what they used to go for. But yeah, after years of wanting to have this one with the white, I finally got one. And now I just gotta get the new bronze one with the white, and then now I'll have both Marinas complete, basically. Though that one I still need to get sort of pull chains for it, which might be a bit tricky, but I could always paint some to look like it as well if I get spare white 100 pulls like this. Yeah, plus just a nice steady breeze, which to be expected. Alright, now to shut it off and do spin down. One thing I'm going to do this time, unlike when I did a video of it without the light, is I'm going to wait for it to completely spin down, then pull the reverse pull chain, because with the light in a way, it'll definitely make it a bit harder to reverse it. Now, if I was to install this like outside or something, like in a screen or like a sunroom of sorts, I would not even bother reversing it. Well, if it was in a sunroom, possibly, but I don't know. Yeah, I did cut the white pull chain a little bit. Not the actual protein itself, like the part that comes out of the white kit. Just so it wouldn't hang down too low. It would have hung down like below that pipe there. But also I just, not that I wouldn't mind it hanging a bit low, it's just, I don't really like it when a light pole or a fan pole hangs a lot lower than the other one. I'm gonna say for a fan that's really never been run before, aside from the test videos I did of it, both recently and back in 2017, the bearings definitely not in good shape. I mean, not that they want to be in good shape, but definitely, you'd think that the bearings were already broken in with how long of a spin down it has. Usually fans that are brand new out of the box and have only been tested a few times, usually they don't have a spin down over 2 minutes. But with this fan, it's definitely not the case. Alright, it's come to a complete stop. Now to find the reverse one. Here it is. Alright, now to show on reverse. Alright, now for medium. straighten that for high. Just like on forward, it definitely flies on reverse as well. It's making actually a pretty cool sound. I didn't even hear it. Didn't make that sound when I tested it without the light. Might actually be the light that's causing that sound. Who knows? Alright, and that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more videos to come.